Okay, you guys might know that Lat is the creator of Kampung Boy, and let me give you a summary about who he is. So let me start this. So we all knew that the that Lat is a creative and chubby boy, and the latter trait is the explanation to his childhood nickname becoming his pen name. And at a very early age, he always liked to draw cartoons and comics, and all the inspirations he had were Hanna-Barbera animation, the Beano, and even other things as well. And as for his childhood, it also serves as an inspiration for Kampung Boy, which is all based on his experience growing up in the village. There's also his other works, which also reflected on the local culture. However, as a teenage boy, he also was the guy who made a comic called Tigasakan, which is his first published work. And while you all had been at age 13 trying struggling to find yourself, Lot has incredibly enough made his own work and published it. Isn't that surprising? And at age 17, he finally graduated and had to get a job, as his father is ill and probably he had no choice but to get a job just so he could support the family. However, the only job he could find at the time was a crime reporter in a newspaper company. However, he never gave up on his dream. You know, now that I say about it, I too can relate to Lot as well. He's always been the creative type, and all of his works reflect the local culture of our country pretty well. However, it proves that cause a just because the work has some other local cultures ingrained into it does not mean it would isolate an audience. And this is how Tanboy is also proof of the things based on adolescence, since in that it's the it's based on his adolescence. And by his adolescence I meant the young adulthood that he spent in his own spent in the city, which became his new home. And aside from that, he also shared a love of music with his friends in the city. And this is where he got to experience the multiculturalism booming through the city area. And as for what Kampung Boy has been awarded with, I can say it was one of the first Malaysian comics to be awarded with an actual show award both courtesy of both countries such as Japan and USA. Besides, it also was one of the first Malaysian comics to oh, be be famous in the USA. Even the Simpsons creator Matt Groening grew to love Lut's style. And the lesson that we can learn here is that just because something has just because something is made with the with the domestic market in mind does not mean it would probably isolate an audience. I mean, if we can look at what happens nowadays, There's literally anyone, one regardless of country origins, has a fascination for other cultures as well. And Malaysia is more than just the Kuala Lumpur towers or even delicious food. It's literally what in it's not just an intrigue. It's literally a culture with some few things in common. For example, go like Encanto. It's made with Colombians in mind, yet resonated well with the Japanese audience for how the older generations related to the problems the protagonist went through. So, this is what I'm going to say for now. 5 minutes, few seconds. Goodbye.